Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Haunted Basement Studio. I'm your host with the most ghosts, Triple B. And in this pull list comic book review video, we are going to continuation of Vampirella on her way up to issue number 700. This is issue number 4, Legacy Run of 679. And let's see what kind of blood Vampirella gets on her hands this time. And our story is going to start off with Lilith taking young Vampirella 65 years ago to the Book of Prophecy, to the blind man. She wants to trade old young Vampirella to him as he can read from the Book of Prophecies to find the multiverse of all realities, because she's looking for her first child, Draculina. And as they make the trade, the blind man reaches in the Book of Prophecies looking for Draculina, and now we are going to cut to the future. And from here on out, there's going to be spoilers because this story gets bat bleep crazy. So at the end of issue number 3, somebody kills Chastity, and now everybody is thinking it is Vampirella as she is waking up, taking some pills because her life is not going as planned. And then all of a sudden Katie walks up and says, "What happened to Chastity? I know you two got into it last night." She's like, "I have no idea what happened to her." And then Lilith shows up and says, "We do know what you did to her. What, is she dead or something?" "Yeah, she's dead." "Well, how did she die?" "I didn't slit her throat." "No, she didn't get her throat slit. She got a 9mm straight to the head." And Vampirella says that's even better. And now Victory shows up with her demon ring and says, "Rosalietti, I know that you've been stressed out lately." And then Lilith says, "You killed one of my 6 sacreds, and now you have gone off the deep end." And then now Vampirella looks at Nyx and says, "You guys are jumping to conclusions." And Nyx says, "I only give half a shit because I'm only half demon." And then all of a sudden you see Pantha walking up, turning into human form. And then Maddie shows up, surreal, with the 9mm and shoots and kills Pantha. And now Nyx says, "See what he did?" And Vampirella says, "Which one of you gave Maddie blood? That's driving him crazy. You do not give him blood." And Katie wants to go ahead and take Maddie away from her. "Come on, Maddie, we can go somewhere." As Nyx opens up a portal for them to walk in, but her eyes meets Vampirella, and she says, "Power down." As Nyx demon form turns into human form, she says, "I can control humans, and now you are nobody." And as Vampirella takes Nyx's staff and stabs her with it, and Nyx disintegrates into dust. And now Katie jumps in and tries to grab the specter out of Vampirella's hand, but Victory says, "No, don't touch the specter." As she does, Vampirella smashes her with it, and then now Katie turns to dust. And now Victory is holding the demon ring up to Vampirella and says, "What are you gonna do?" She says, "You guys gave Maddie blood, and now he's bloodlust. I am gonna kill you for that." And as she blasts frickin' Victory in her arms falls off with the hand that is holding the demon ring. And now Vampirella grabs the arm of Victory and she holds up the ring to Victory and blasts her, and then she dies. And now Lilith is holding Matthew and says, "Now there's only family here." And now Vampirella looks up at Lilith and says that you raised me to bid the world of evil, and I'm looking straight at you and you are pure evil. As she grabs the hand with the demon ring, she says that this ring is the blood of innocent people, and the specter from Nyx made from the mad chaos god. If we put them both together, let's see what happens. And as she puts the specter into the amputated arm and hand of Nyx, she points it at Lilith and says it's time to get rid of evil, and blasts frickin' her own mother Lilith. And as she lays on the ground dying, Vampirella reaches out and grabs her stomach and rips into her stomach and pulls out the Book of Prophecies and says, "You tried to hold me for so long. Now you are gone, and I'm gonna bid this world of evil. And now we jump into present time when Matthew is still a baby and Vampirella is seeing her doctor. And Cirio, aka Matthew, aka Vampirella's son from the future, is telling the doctor that you need to stop this because this is going to happen in 16 years. And he's like, oh my god, I don't think I can go on with this crazy Vampirella psychosis shit. And Cirio looks at him and says this isn't crazy, and he tells him why. The book is more like a manual, a code key, creating to destroy evil. Vampirella psychosis drove her to do just that. Rid the world of evil by conjuring it. It took her years, but she eventually deciphered the book. She gained all of Lilith's dark powers, especially more, crafting millions of spells. Self-aware AI bots she flooded into their media streams, corrupting AI applications at their most vulnerable levels. Even your toaster, even your clock radio. And then she just waited, financially collapsed, led to war, led to collapse of much of the civilization, which is where she stepped in, offering hope, peace, bringing order to chaos. Freaking crazy ass story, right? So really what the story is all about is how in the future, from 50 years from now, Vampirella got the Book of Prophecies and she's able to delete all of the evil and chaos in this world. So now it's ruled under her. So Vampirella is now ruling Earth and making sure that there is no evil deeds going on. But she is evil herself because that's the way that she was able to control everybody in the world. Absolutely crazy. Some more probably going to be going down on our way up to 700, but Cirio, Maddie, is trying to freaking stop it because once Vampirella becomes the Hell Witch, the main freaking villain of the world, nobody knows it. Freaking crazy as hell. But that is a Christopher Priest story, convoluted as hell, up and downs, back and forth, left and right. We're going to the future. We're going back to the future. I don't know I don't know if I like it or if I love it, dude. But all right. So my ranking of this, the art in this is, again, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, dude, because Ergün Gündüz absolutely kills it in the art in this one. And the story, man, I'm just gonna rock a 7 out of 10. I think that's really good. I'm intrigued, and I want to read the next issue and see where this thing goes. But freaking A, dude. Vampirella killing the Sacred Six in this, killing Lilith in this one was mind-blowing, dude. It really was. All right, man. Overall ranking, I mean, with this, it's going to be a 7.58. It's right there, dude. It really is. Even though how much I hate how Christopher Priest with his convoluted storylines, I'm still digging this one. All right, man. If you guys want to see any more crazy comic book reviews that I do, the playlist is up right there, and you can choose your own adventure in them. Just click it, and you can find a book to read, or the one that I read to you. All right, man. Triple B's is out of the haunted basement studio because it is getting scary down here. I swear I just heard voices over there and I saw a shadow figure right over there. So I want you guys to remember one thing. You keep it haunted. Comics. Later.